Panther Points on AroundPtown.com is brought to you by these local sponsors. Insurance made simple may sound daunting, but at the Cornerstone Agency, it's the way they do business. Specializing in agricultural policies from land and equipment to the crops you grow. Contact the Cornerstone Agency and Mickley Insurance in Morrison or Sandrock Insurance in Tampico and see what Insurance Made Simple is all about. Find them online for more information. Rock River Lumber and Grain proudly supports the EP Panthers, just like the support they have provided to area farmers for the past 88 years. With 9 grain elevators and 2 state-of-the-art agronomy facilities, they pride themselves on customer service and attention to detail to add value to their customers. Erie High School wants to wish good luck to all the Panther teams. Melton Seed and Service offers Channel brand seed products with warehouses in Rock Falls and Geneseo. Berkey's Farm Store in Prophetstown, your full-service IH Case and Kubota dealership with product support that's second to none. Gold Star FS with facilities in Erie, Linden, Deer Grove, and Morrison.
Will Bruno hands off to number 13. It's a reverse. Ball's on the ground. And we got the ball back.
They were going to try a little trickery play, and we're going to go at a reverse. I think it was Robert Munther made the contact before the ball could even be handed off on the reverse.
Gunnar Rubin's in motion. It's going to be a pitch out to Ross. Ross is off the left-hand side, and I think he's gone. Oh, I don't know who caught up with him, but somebody closed that gap quickly.
They did, and Ross did a nice job, stayed on his feet, regained his balance, and actually picked up a couple yards after that.
Got stymied by penalties, and this set of downs, I don't think he got in.
And Kewanee's pointing that maybe they've recovered a football, and they have a fumble on the play.
Not good.
And Kewanee recovers the football.
Good time for safety.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Eric tried to keep that football.
It looked like he handed it off to Ross, but I couldn't tell either.
Yeah. All right, so the EP defense will take over. Pinned to Kewanee deep in their territory, so we've got a job to do now and get the football back with good field position as the rain starts to fall here in Kewanee.
That's probably a good thing. And Robinson up the middle, and he's in for a touchdown.
Right. Touchdown EP Panthers.
Nice job, Mr. Robinson.
So looks like we're gonna take a rain delay here. All the players are working their way off of the football field.
So it's going to be at least a half an hour delay until they see, unless they don't see another lightning bolt. And if they don't, then we'll be back in a half an hour. It's going to be Colby Franks on him. It's going to be balls on the ground. Munter picks it up. And he's going to be brought down about the 34-yard line. Beautiful play.
That was a great play by Robert Munter. Picked it up in stride. I really thought he was going to take it to the house, but number 5 for Kewanee was able to track him down and make a shoestring tackle to save the touchdown. But great field position for the EP Panthers. Just a botched play there.
Yeah, never mind.
It's got just a bit of a wind behind him, so conditions are as good as they're going to be for him.
It's up, and that's good.
That's good. So Levi Cole adding 3 points to the board, making it a 2-possession game for these Panthers. Just under a minute left here in the first half. Things are looking good.
Yeah, it's. I don't think we're going to be kicking it deep to either Taylor or Russell. So, I got a feeling it's going to leave them a short field, but you got less than a minute to go. So,
yeah, so
that's a great idea.
Panther Points on AroundPtown.com is brought to you by these local sponsors. The Cornerstone Agency, Rock River Lumber and Grain, Erie High School, Melton Seed and Service, Berkey's Farm Store, Gold Star FS.
I think he played 2 games last year.
Purvis and Minor out on coverage off the left side.
And it's going to be Minor bringing him down, or is that?
That's going to be Colby Franks on the tackle now. They had Russell in double coverage there.
Great coverage.
And they were both lagging just a bit. Russell was able to get a step behind them. Good pass.
Nobody outside of wheels. There's okay. Jump ball
In a shotgun formation. He's kicked out and he is in the end zone, almost untouched.
Yeah, he did. Ross tried to cut him off just as he reached the end zone. Looked like we might have had a little confusion there. We had left side of the end. Offensive line wasn't covered at first, so we were making some adjustments. It just looked like we were out of sorts to get started.
Trevor Kogo comes in to do the punting. Last snap was a little low. One before that was a little high. Hopefully they can kick it right in the middle.
It was a good series for the offense. Got a couple of first downs there. Milked a little bit of time off the clock.
Nice
Obviously you like to score on every possession, but we know that that's just not going to happen in high school football. But it's about regaining field position.
Trevor had a couple fakes last year. He's got some wheels. And that's a bad snap. That's what you're worried about in weather conditions like this. You know, that's why when you're on your own 40, sometimes with the weather conditions in high school, you choose not to do some of that kind of stuff because you never know. And Kogo looks like he's hurt.
That likely was maybe a 50-yard swing in field position.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things as a coach you got to do what you just did. Unfortunately, that kind of stuff happens on bad field conditions.
All right, Boilermakers will take over 1st and 10 in fairly deep into EP territory, down on the 25.
Drops back to pass, throws it out over the middle. Caught by number 23. That was a heck of a catch.
It was, and it's into the end zone for a score. So Jamie Miner playing deep safety was behind him, and number 7 for the Panthers is Damian Thompson, and he got behind just basically in the seam there. Quarterback did a nice job finding that, and a very quick strike.
Nice read by Eric. He's still on his feet. He's got some speed, but so does Kewanee Russell. And he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line of the Boilermakers. He's going to bring up 1st and 10. Nice run.
That was a great read, and then a couple of nice sheds of tackles. That was a strong run by Eric.
That was a strong run. Got a tight backfield. Purvis and Olsen. It's going to be Eric
again.
On a keeper. Nice run. I think he's going to have plenty enough for the first down.
Yeah, now Eric I think he's smelling it, and the last 2 runs have been a totally different Eric Robinson than what we saw in the first half with a couple of runs that he had. So we need that out of him.
And Purvis off to the left. Purvis is running hard down to about the 2-yard line. We've got to hold on to this ball, folks. We're trailing by 3 with 5:29 left to go. Clock is ticking, and it's going to be 1st and goal on, what did you say, the 3?
Yeah, I think the 3. Brady Ballard did an excellent job of a lead block there, along with a couple others. The jerseys are starting to get muddy enough, it's tough to tell, but I was able to pick at least Brady out on that. So we got 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter, and I'm going to update this because I've been bad at it all day. We're going to change this from the 3rd to the 4th as EP takes a snap.
Fumble on the play.
And
it looks like Kewanee picked it up.
Boilermakers are going to get the...
Just deja vu, just like last night. 1st and goal on the 1, and you end up fumbling it away before you get in the end zone. It's going to come back to haunt us. That's 3 trips to the red zone that we came up with, 4 trips to the red zone that we came up with.
And 2 of them.
3 trips. 1 was a field goal.
Yeah, and 2 of them were just knocking on the door inside the 2-yard line, and we give it up. So
Ross is going to go out to the left. It's going to be Taylor again. He's going to have enough for the first down and then some.
And he's going to run away from everybody, it appears. That is a killer for the EP defense right now.
Yeah.
He's going to go about 97 yards for a touchdown. That is a dagger right now for the EP Panthers.
No laundry.
It's an unfortunate turn of events there. Knocking on our door.
Looks like the same play they tried last time, but they're going to run it to the opposite side. It's fake. And it's good. So it's going to be 20-9. It's going to be an 11-point game.
Well, folks, we've controlled this football game for about 3.5 quarters, maybe even a little more, and we have just absolutely let this thing get away from us here in the last 5-6 minutes. I got to say, the EP Panthers had a really good game plan coming into this football game. They executed, for the most part, through 3+ quarters. and had Kewanee on the ropes, and we just let it out of our grasp.
Yeah, and if you'd have told me you're going to keep Kewanee Russell out of the end zone for the whole game and lose, I would have said no. And Russell's going to be in. That was going to be somebody's hurt over here for Panthers.
That's Jacob Grunder again, and he's holding his right arm. Doggone.
Who's to ask would be Gabe Fredrickson.
Yeah. And that's Hunter Olson that's going to carry the football for the last time in this football game. And that's going to bring us to a close. 26-9 is your final. Panthers finding themselves on the wrong end of the scoreboard today.
Yeah, if it had been 3.5 quarters, we win this game 9-0.
Yeah, absolutely. This one, it's going to take a while to absorb. Guys are going to be licking their wounds. They're going to need a good week of practice next week, get back on track. Like we said, we're in Provincetown next week, so we got a home football game against a team that's not had a lot of success this year. So certainly one we've got to win.
And I don't know if it was there a play. I mean, the fumble down here on the goal line, I thought was one that really broke us.
Yeah, I think that was probably the straw at the end kind of thing. There was a lot leading up to that. We probably tried to do a little too much on that play, draw them off sides a little bit and then go. But, it's something we've done before. We just, the biggest thing all last night and tonight was just being able to finish and execute in the red zone, especially inside the 10.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about when we got here, we left a couple scores on the field yesterday. Mm-hmm. And then right away today, we left some scores out there. You're not going to win a lot of games when you got to kick field goals inside the 10. Our defense played fantastic and did everything we could have asked for through 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
We just couldn't sustain on offense. Either we did and we turned the ball over, or we got going a little bit and stopped, or whatever it was. But just our ability to execute in less than ideal conditions was probably the biggest thing all day. Yeah, I talked to a couple of the different guys. They're upset. The guys are upset and they hurt. And one of the things that they like to talk about a lot is coming together as a family. And I talked to them about what that kind of means after the game. It means picking up your brother, and taking him along with you. It means taking responsibility for somebody else. And we just didn't quite have that tonight. We played hard. I don't think it had anything to do with effort. When they get in open space, they're probably going to beat us. We didn't lie to them. They're faster than we are, and they are shiftier than we are.
Yeah.
But we did what we needed to do for 3 quarters, and then we kind of just got ourselves out of position and rolled from there. But the biggest challenge to them isn't going to be so much fixing what happened tonight. There are things we've got to fix for sure, but it's going to be can we stay together for these last 4 games, and see what we can scratch out, and give ourselves a shot.
Yeah.
And it's really going to fall on us as coaches to preach that and have them as ready as we can, and it's going to fall on their shoulders, and they're going to have to say, I am responsible for myself, and I need to trust the guy next to me. And if we can do those things, I don't have any doubts for us coming up. I think we're going to be in and can win and be competitive, but it's going to take the right mentality.
Yeah.
And so between now and Monday, that's kind of what I talked to him about. It's just we got to be in that spot come Monday. This can't be something that defines us.
Thank you for watching Panther Points on AroundPtown.com, brought to you locally by the Cornerstone Agency, Rock River Lumber and Grain, Erie High School, Melton Seed and Service, Berkey's Farm Store, Gold Star FS,